Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome to Tongkrongan Lokal, podcast that always a fun place to talk about everything that's never far from our daily life. Here we don't just talk about a mainstream topic, but we also talk about things that can make us think deeper, including a movies. Yes, movies. Who don't love watching movies? But did you know behind the scenes there are many movies that actually make a lot of noise and are controversial. Some of them are really love it, but some of them are banned or even create a long debate. And in this episode, we be going into a segment that movie lovers are already familiar with, which is Sunflix. In this segment, we'll be talking about movies that not only amaze us, but are also often the subject or heated discussion, whatever it because of the depth, the message, or the way it's delivered that can make people disagree. There are movies that are considered too provocative, and others that touch of ethical and moral boundaries. But here we are not just going to look at it from one side. We'll go deeper, trying to understand that really behind the controversy and whether the movie has any value that sometimes invisible on the surface. So, for those of you who are curious, get ready because this time we are going to discuss a movie that has recently become a hot topic discussion movie. That is arguably for some a bold work of art, but for others a point and those debate. And of course, you won't just hear my opinion, but we have also prepared two special guests who will add an exciting perspective to this episode. Okay, without further ado, let's introduce our two guests. This is Adit and Ferdika.
Halo Ram.
Hello, hello. Okay. So, who are my friends who happen to be in the same department as me at Umrah University? Well, please introduce yourself, maybe.
Okay, my name is Perdika Indrarafta.
And my name Aditya Warman.
Okay, so for starting the podcast, I have a paper. Okay,
Okay.
can I share this? So the concept is like this. I prepare a paper in front of YouTube. So you guys please write down five controversial movie according to you and me. Okay, I write them down too. Then you name them in order from one to five. Well, take turn. Okay, let me start with what I wrote. So Adit and Ferdika, you must have heard about movie.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. Ako. Wait. Okay, I finished.
Okay. Done.
Okay.
You done?
Done.
Okay. So I want to tell you us. So I have Ipar Anomo, or brother-in-law is dead. This movie really become a controversy discussion in Malaysia, and many netizens movie very controversial. Why do you think this movie has sparked so much controversy, especially in Malaysia? This movie is a bit surprising in my opinion. What makes it controversial is that they're very sensitive, especially because it involves issue of family, morality, and religion.
especially in Malaysia, which is highly sensitive
Hmm.
to religious issues and moral values. Okay?
Okay.
The movie is easily viewed with suspicion.
Hmm.
There are those who think that the movie deliberately use religious themes to cover up content that is actually more explicit,
Mhm.
such as stable family relationship. So it's only natural. There's many people in Malaysia who feel that this movie is disguised as
Mhm.
a religious movie. While behind it, there are many elements that can make viewer feel uncomfortable.
Hmm.
That's right, Adit. And in terms of making, I think that movie is really brave to write very taboo themes,
Hmm.
especially in the context of family, relationship, and morality.
Hmm.
There are even some scans that are quite explicit, which might feel too far for some people,
Hmm.
and perhaps because of that, money in detail labeled in as in the book. Film which seem to really sell on sensation, but on the other hand, I can also see the intention of that movie to
Hmm.
explore the dark side of morality. In the family, perhaps the movie wants to show the complex of relationship that go much depth than just the religious theme. So there are two sets to that movie.
Okay, so there are two interesting perspectives here. So, Vertica, do you think this movie is deliberately aiming for sensation with religious depth? Or is there an intention to explore morality within the family more deeply?
I think there is an intention to explore morality, but
Mhm.
the packaging can feel very explicit and sensation
Religious.
Negligent. I think the movie is trying to challenge common views on morality and religion,
Mhm.
but something it's bit too blunt, especially in terms of the relationship between the
Character?
characters.
Okay. Adit?
Agreed, Frederica. The use of the religion in the movie does feel a bit forced. A movie like this should be aware to delve deeper into the themes of religion and morality without getting caught up sensationalism.
Mhm.
That is indeed the moral message to be taken, but many viewers may focus more on controversial element rather than the message it's trying to convey.
Okay, so you could say that while this movie has the potential to address big themes like morality and religion, the controversial way it's delivered distract the audience from the message itself, right? Adit, do you think this movie is need more space to be discussed? Or should we be more careful is choosing the them and the way it is delivered? Uh,
I think this movie should still be discussed, but with a more careful approach. We
mhm.
can't judge a movie just by the controversy or sensation it creates. Of
Uh,
course, a movie like this can open a space for discussion about morality, religion, and culture in society,
mhm.
which is very important. However, the problem is when these themes are used carefully or to exploit controversy. Films
Okay.
that touch on sensitive themes like this must be featured in the delivery. as they can trigger very strong reaction from the public.
Hmm.
Totally agree, Adit. So even thought that this movie is controversial, I think this concern about this movie is very important. Over films that rise sensitive, themes like that must be more careful in conveying the message so that they don't seem to be just looking for attention.
Okay. What an interesting discussion. So even though if Adam or the brother is that has generated a lot of controversial, we can see that discussion is very important to understand how movie can play a role again in shaping our views on morality and religion. But of course, it is also important to pay attention to way the movie is packaged to so that the message is still conveyed. Well, okay, let's continue with the movie that Adit has prepared. So Adit is present.
This is my movie,
Okay, yes.
The Santri.
Okay.
Let's jump straight to our main topic today,
Hmm.
which is the movie The Santri. Okay?
Okay.
This movie has become a hot topic of conversation because it highlights life in a Santri,
Hmm.
which of course is closely related to Islamic teaching
Okay.
that are often considered controversial.
Okay.
One of the highlights is that the movie seemed to try to show a very political message by touching on sensitive issues
Ah.
such as a relationship between Islam, the state, and society.
Okay. Okay.
In general, I think the country dares to touch on sensitive themes. The movie focused on countries that have a more conservative approach to Islam,
Okay.
and of course that triggered a lot of debate. But I also feel that this movie tends to simplify the complexity of life in Sandren, as if all Sandren have the same feel, when in fact the reality is much more diverse. So, while the movie has good intention to open up discussion, it also risks exacerbating the stereotype of a very conservative Islam.
Okay. Gurgita, can you explain?
Okay, movie one,
The Santri, the Santri.
The Santri.
Uh,
So, do you think that film can be considered generalizing a bit more focus on one set only with you some that the diversity in the world of Pesantren?
That's right. This movie depicts a very specific side,
mm,
which, in my opinion, is more directed toward Santren with a conservative and rigid view of Islamic teachings. The other side of the Santren that is more modern, which often also exists is less touched upon. So the impression is that this movie gives a picture that is not fully representative of the overall reality of the Santren world in Indonesia.
mm. So you feel that this movie tends to portray a more extreme of conservative Islam, Verika, whereas in reality, there are many more moderate aspects of Islam that also exist in Pesantren. You right, Adit?
Yes, that's right. I think the movie is almost aiming for a greater political message, perhaps to draw attention or raise awareness about current issues.
Hmm.
But in the end, the problem is if the audience only sees it as a representation of the sacred world as a wall,
Hmm.
that can be very misleading because Islam in Indonesia is very diverse and not that black and white.
Yeah, yeah. I see, I see. I see an agreement here. Yes, that this movie is brave, but it could be controversial because it only highlight one side of a movie and more conservative of Islam. From the movie point of view, this may to give a clear and clear. of the picture, but in the end, it narrowed our understanding of the word of the pesantren and Islam, right? As well. So, do you both agree that this movie is worth to watch, but with a critical understanding?
Totally agree. This movie is important to watch because it opens up discussion about hundred life that are rarely raised. But we also need to realize that this is one only perspective. There must be a further understanding of the diversity that exists.
That's right. That movie is worth watching, but we must be careful in accepting the message conveyed than let just because of one movie we feel that we have undertouched the wild complex of pesantren life in Indonesia.
So, in essence, the Santri is a movie that infits but and opens up a lot of room for discussion. But we also have to be critical and not get stuck on just one view.
Okay, well, thank you, Adit, and let's move on. The movie that will be discussed by Ferdika. Ferdika, you are ready?
Yes, yes. One movie to perempuan berkalung sorban. Okay, the stem I will.
Oke, oke, cut dulu. Kita ambil dulu sih. Taruh dulu.
Anggap itu kayak ini tamu nih. Lagi di kameraan.
Enggak, aku takutnya di merah. Soalnya dulu itu pernah kencing di ini.
Oh, goblok mencintai ini.
Tutup aja gitu ya.
Oke, one movie yaitu perempuan berkalung sorban.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah, you are ready? Okay.
okay, the time I will discuss the movie perempuan berkalung sorban described by Hanung Briman.
Hanung Bramantio ya.
Yeah,
Ya, oke.
and excerpt from the novel by Abida El Haili. The movie drew controversy due to its portrayal of a very partisan and controversial pesantren, as well as the feminist issue racist which were considered to be against traditional Islamic value.
Oke.
My opinion, that movie does lead to a very partial of pesantren where women's role are limited and the dark are money, rules and dangerous and the however,
Okay.
I also see that movie does not fully respect al pesantren in Indonesia.
Ah,
Pesantren are very diverse, some are conservative, some are moderate, but in the context, the movie, we see pesantren more as it is tension limited women's freedom,
freedom.
especially in depth of horse reading, education, and marriage.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. So this film is generally the condition of Sandra Frederica, portraying the Sandra as something that generally limits a woman's freedom.
That's right. The movie seems to want to show that all pesantren have some daughter in depth of
Okay.
partner and restrictions on women. In fact, as we know, many pesantren in Indonesia actually support the exhibition of women and many female santri even play an active role in education and processing sensitive. So the
Depression.
division in the movie can get too narrow and does not depict the complex of the pesantren world. Adit, as some who is more influenced in social and religious issue, how do you see the portrayal of Islam in the movie. Some people feel that the movie negatively relates to that position of woman in Santren. Do you agree with the Christian?
I think the criticism has a point. Movie does present a picture of Islam, especially in the context
Hmm?
of Sanskrit text. Is very distinctive on woman and does not give space. In fact, Islam itself, in many interpretations, teaches about equality. Although, of course, there are differences in interpretation and practice in various circles.
Hmm.
I don't think the movie fully portrays a balanced message, especially in terms of how Islam can be facilitated. A greater role for women.
Hmm.
This may lead to misunderstanding, especially to viewers who are unfamiliar with the more diverse means of Islam.
So, do you see that movie as a critique of Islam and Pesantren as a word, or is it more of a critique of the overlap conservative persisted in some Pesantren?
Speaking of feminism, this movie is also widely praised for its depth of gender equality and women's struggle. Anissa, as the main character, fight against various rules that she believed carved a woman's right. Some see this as a form of feminist struggle, but on the other hand, there are those who think that the feminism present in the movie it against traditional Islam value. Adi, what do you think about portrayal of feminism in this movie? Oh, sorry. Is the Vedika movie here? Right. Okay.
In my opinion, the movie does three to show how hard women struggle in a world dominated by participants, which is defense of Anis charter how the feminine research in that movie is more about extension to social starter
Mhm.
that are constrained to this land again woman what do exist in many countries. However, the problem is that the movie after links that struggle of feminism white response to traditional Islamic teachings. For some people might feel contradictory. In fact, within Islam itself, there is room for equality, even with a different approach.
Yes, I agree. The struggle of feminine portrayed in the movie is certainly very important. But I also feel that the movie doesn't give space to understand that
Mhm.
there are other ways in Islam to support women emancipation. It highlights tension between feminist and conservative Islamic tradition without giving a broader perspective on how Islam can contribute to gender equality in a more inclusive context.
Okay.
So, in a way, the movie focuses on the conflict without really exploring how equality can be achieved within the framework of Islamic teaching. Next question. Yes, although this movie is important as starting for point for discussion, we must also be careful in drawing conclusion that this a general picture of Santren or Islam as a whole.
Mhm. Okay. I can respond. So I agree with your response. This movie gave us a space to think more deeply about the role of women in patriarchy society. But we should not be trapped in narrow view. And we end this movie, right, Ferdinand? So I want to show my film next. So I want to tell this movie is The Little Mermaid. Okay, strike from me again. Let's talk about the controversial movie, The Mothers. This movie tells the story of a mother who practiced toxic parenting. The mother in this movie is portrayed as a very authoritarian figure, like to gamble, to change partner, and clearly the damage of psychology on her child. This movie immediately came under heavy criticism, especially in Japan, as it was thought to negatively influence young viewers. In my opinion, this movie has a quite an impact, especially for teenagers who may not be able to fully understand the consequence of the parenting portrayed mother and show a very destructive mother figure, both emotionally and physically, which could affect the way young peers view in the parent-child relationship. The parenting portrayed in this movie, such as gambling, repeatedly, unstable relationship, and authoritarian attitudes can really be dangerous if taken at face value. Yeah, teenagers who watch it may feel that it is normal way to live or even have potential to imitate the bad behavior. That's why this movie quite controversial, especially among parents and educators. Okay, Adit, can you respond?
So, is it more of in terms of the long-term effect
Mhm.
than you, Dana?
Okay,
For example, in terms of the mental and psychological state of the teenager watching could be affected by a broken parenting.
okay. That's right. Toxic parenting, like the one depicted in the movie, can instill the wrong view of how parents should behave, or how relationship between a parent or children should to work together. Children who grow up in an environment full of emotional and physical abuse, as seen in the film, can be influenced and think that such behavior is normal. It can damage their physical development in the long run. So, in this sense, the movie is not only about the personal problem, okay, of the family, but also the impact on the wider society.
Dana,
Hmm?
if you look it at it in terms of social impact,
Okay.
how do you think a movie like that can influence people view on the role of present, especially mothers in this context? That film help raising the important issue of topic presenting also recognizing that all more
Okay.
mothers who are not either like that are bad mother when the film show mother who led to gamble
Mhm.
chance partner and are authoring it give the impression that this king of Bihar is something that
Mhm.
often happens in real life. In fact, many mothers might not be perfect but still try to represent the best for their children.
Mhm. Okay.
Perhaps the movie can serve as a tool the open or yes to the dangers of toxic parenting, but at the same time, can must to taken not to give the wrong message about mother in general.
Okay.
Very true, Vedika. So, on the one hand, this movie is important to open a discussion about destructive parenting.
Okay.
But on the other hand, it can also give an overly black and white picture of the role of mother. I think this movie is finally on the available on streaming platform like Netflix. Do you think this right discussion considering the psychological impact it could have, or is there more to consider?
Okay, I think this movie is into to service is already was moved. Streaming platforms like Netflix give the audience the space to choose whatever they want to watch or not, and it gives more control to parents or guardians to determine whether this movie is appropriate for their children to watch. In theater, the movie may be more difficult to control, okay? Especially since the movie is very explicit, is disciplining parenting, which can be very damaging. With clear warning and recreation okay, on streaming platform. At least there are filters that can protect young viewers.
So, in your opinion,
Mhm.
was the movie is important is for people religion on streaming service or be a solution so that the impact so is not too great on viewers who are not ready to revisit in content.
Oh, do you think the like little bit? Okay, that's right. With more limited access in its regulation, at least the audience watching this movie is psychological or prepared to handle the heavy dance rise in the movie. On the other hand, this movie can trigger important discussion about healthy and dangerous parenting, which should be a concern for many parents and the public. Get it?
I agree. Maybe this movie can be an educational tool, but only for audience who are mature enough and have a critical understanding of topic like this.
Hmm.
For teenagers or those who are not mature enough, this movie might affect them emotionally and psychologically.
Okay. So out of the movie, mother has an important value in opening your eyes about toxic parenting and its impact. We must also pay attention to how movie like this can influence the audience, especially young people. This is an important reason for all us that movie can indeed be educational tools, but they must be used wisely. I hope this discussion open up new perspective for us. Okay, Adit, can you respond?
Yes, hopefully it can be a reflection for all of us.
Okay,
My movie next is Alangkah Lucunya or This Country. Okay.
okay,
To cut the case, the film Alangkah Lucunya or This Country has drawn controversy because it is considered to be very sharp to criticizing various social problems in Indonesia,
okay.
such as poverty, unemployment, and also the problem of camping under the guise of crisis with price that we often see on television. One of the of on of the mayor were raised with about social inequality, where poor people are inclusive through programs that are supposed to be entertainment but instead become a threat. I think this portrayal is effective enough to show how irresponsible some media are in expressing the hardship of the poor.
Mhm.
Or in this movie, press quizzes are portrayed as sad events, where distressed people are victims instead of given opportunities. Especially in Indonesia, there are still many such events, and this movie gives a very clear picture of how they are used. It can open people eyes, but how much influence the media has in shaping people's opinion and behavior.
You got it?
Okay. So you call side the Dutch movie illustrating how media and television are not just for entertainment,
Yeah.
No?
mm, but can also be a tool that hurts many people who are already prepared economy problems.
Mm.
Perika, on the other hand, the movie also depicts the contradiction between logic and modern thinking with animation and dynamic beliefs that are still left in society. What do you think about that? Is thus party of Daddy miswards Christians of a society that is still short-lived by Asian beliefs.
I think that's one of the most interesting and poignant part of the movie. On the one hand, we see modern thinking trying to provide solutions to social problems, such as education and poverty, but on the other hand, there are many people who are still stuck in enemies and language beliefs.
Mhm.
For example, in this movie, there are characters who prefer to rely on shamans or spiritual practice rather than seeking more rational and concrete solutions. This illustrates how many Indonesians still live with duality, where the modernity and traditional coexist, but often conflict. So, the film criticizes the imbalance between progress and other beliefs.
Yes, and it becomes a keen failure in critical social works and equal education. On the one hand, we want people to be more modern, more logical, but in the other hand, many are trapped in beliefs that do not provide a way out of the problems they face. Didi Miswar tries to invite the audience to see that we cannot continue to allow that to exist. But of course, the way this film converts its webster and humor that is quite hard can cause pros and cons.
Okay, and there are also criticism of the government, which although it has tried to create social solution of education on and employment. But in reality, many of them are not well realized. We see in this movie that many people are trapped in failed system, so they have to struggle in the ways that sometimes harm themselves. It's like saying that there are a lot of government promises that are never fulfilled, and people are forced to find other way that sometimes make things worse.
That's right. So this movie really fixed at many parties. The media, society, and government all are criticized in a way that some people might find too sharp. But that's what makes this film so relevant and effective. Leslie, in your opinion, can a movie like this have a positive impact on social change? Or does it just create endless controversy?
Yeah, I think that movie can be a good starting point for discussion. There might be controversy in the beginning, but with its theatrical delivery, that movie can open many people to start thinking critical about the social condition. But as we know, this kind of criticism is often more accepted by those who are already or will or might just see it as a normal movie without pondering its message still. Still, the movie has great potential to another chance, even if not in a direct way.
Yeah, I agree. With it. A movie like this immediately can change the situation, but it opens up space for reflection. If the audience start to think more deeply about what they see, it's already an important first step for kids. Yeah, right?
So, We can say, although alangkah lucunya, or this country is full of sharp criticism that is quite harsh. It has the power to inspire the audience to think critically about many exciting social problems.
Okay, okay. Movie 2. Arisan
Okay.
is a movie full of controversy. One of the main issue research was about sexual orientation,
Wow.
namely the same-sex relationship between Sakti and Nino Surya Saputra, the kissing scene between the two men was in spotlight, especially in Indonesia, who is very conservative about the matter. In my opinion, the movie had a big impact because that time Arisan was the first to show an gay relationship in mainstream Indonesia movie, even though three with a lot of criticism. It opened the door for discussion about diversity in sexual orientation. But of course, the response was quite hard, especially from conservative groups who feel the movie was not in line with all religious and cultural norms.
Okay. Okay. Do you see this movie as progressive step, or does it risk being too frontal in touching on LGBT themes that are still very taboo?
In my opinion, that is progressive step that spread the big risk.
Yeah.
Arisan dress to show LGBT in a harmonious way. So it is not just about sexuality, but also about human emotion and feelings.
Okay.
Idiot money under the movie risky, but we love it. It also so how important is to understand difference in our society.
Hmm.
So even though it's controversial, it opens our ears.
That's right, Nana. This movie is not only about LGBT, but also about the urban lifestyle of Jakarta.
Yeah.
Wow. Which is full of hypocrisy, materialism, and social pressure.
Hmm.
For example, the character of Meme, Mimi, goes through of loveless marriage and struggles against social stigma.
Uh-huh.
That the movie critiqued the Jakarta upper class lifestyle also speak to our society reality.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely the Jakarta upper class lifestyle, the portrayed in the movie with all its pretense, matters theme and pursuit it to maintain an image is very relevant to our social reality. Mimei, who is trapped in a lover's marry Deborah's money woman is society who are for to live the live according to social expectation. We even if it is not why the one.
Hmm.
The film really sharply critiques the often on civil social standard.
Okay. On the other hand, the movie also came under fire, yeah, right, from conservative group who felt that Arisan promote that lifestyle that when again religious and cultural norms. But on other hand, the movie also received award including the Chitra Cup for Best Picture. What do you think, Mac Arisan able to survive the appreciated the movie despite controversy?
So, despite the controversy, Arisan offered a space of broader discussion about identity and social roles in Indonesia.
Yeah.
Finally, do you see this movie as a starting point of Indonesian film that address sensitive issues such as LGBT and the role of women?
Yes, the movie did pave the way for other Indonesia film to discuss issues that are often considered taboo. Although there are still many who have not dared to follow in his footsteps. Arisan says, example, that movie can be a powerful medium to talk about social change. It's taught to raise LGBT in a way that is not discredited as a stripper. I wish touching on the issue of women's roles makes the film a landmark in Indonesia cinema.
Okay, guys, let's get straight on to the point. The Talbot movie. The new Talbot movie was actually attracting the attention of many people since before it released, even when it was still in the production stage. The first controversy came from the poster and the name of the movie, which was originally titled of Kiblat. The original poster featured a picture of a person bowing with the direction of the Qiblat reverse. That was enough to invite a strong reaction, right, Adit? What do you think about the initial poster? There were many who said it was challenging and could make universe. Even MUI had raised their voice.
Wow, Islam. You're absolutely right. This poster
Okay.
clearly shows religious symbols with the direction of the Qibla refers, plus the creepy makeup on the face of the character in the picture.
Hmm.
This has actually provoked reaction from many parties, especially groups that are sensitive to religious symbols. Moreover, we know that many argue that this religious horror movie can add to the fear of the discomfort of the community, especially in the Muslim minority Indonesia. The reaction from MUI who created the poster, in my opinion, is quite strong and could influence the studio discussion to change.
Yes, I also see that the controversy makes the movie seem like a provocation. If we talk about branding and marketing and cost of the cost poster could be a fatal mistake because it directly associates religious symbol with horror elements
Hmm.
with carefully and as the scary impression and when it was raised by MUI or and other media,
Okay.
many were worried that that movie could damage people's pre- perception of religion.
Okay.
In the street, there is a sense of fear that arises among the public that this film will tarnish or even critique religious Trump. Even Trump is just a potential image, right?
Okay, that's right. Beyond that, horror movies with religious themes are actually nothing new, right? Previously, there was the movie of Makmum, which had a similar concept. A person who is hunted while praying. Why, it is that is the religion-based horror phenomenon has become so popular and controversial in Indonesia. Adit, do you think movies like this can be so interesting and problematic?
Yes, the opinion that is an interesting psychological satire. Religious-based horror often evokes a very deep sense of fear
Okay.
because it directly touches on one belief and conviction. Moreover, as Frederica said, Religion is something personal as scared. So when a horror movie tries to break this scaredness, people automatically feel uncomfortable. Of course, this can trigger a very strong reaction,
Yes.
especially in Indonesia, where the population is very religious.
Hmm. Okay, but we also have to remember that although controversial faith-based horror film like this can also be social mirror. For example, Togut, which had a username Kiblat, although it was eventually changed, actually had a potential to open discussion about how the horror can relate to people fear of something that is considered sacred. That when they decide to change the name and poster, it seemed like it was also part of market strategy to avoid further losses due to mass rejection.
Totally agree.
Okay.
That move can also be seen as a criticism of society or even the media,
Uh-huh.
which are seen too sensitive and easily feel threatened by things related to religion.
Okay.
If talk that is just entertainment, on the one hand, turn out or family kiblat
Okay.
can be a tool to can be a message about human fear of the supernatural and beliefs.
Beliefs.
Yeah, beliefs. But on the other hand, it's also a warning for product
Browser.
producer to be more careful in posing symbols that can offer certain groups.
And what also interesting in that this phenomenon of an representation offers all creative freedom in film by limited by social and religious norms. Of course, you can ignore the cultural context, but the creative freedom becomes restricted.
Mm.
Can it limit the film industry in Indonesia? This is an interesting dilemma
Okay.
because many Indonesian horror films have been hampered due to criticism from religious groups of society.
That's right. In this film industry, especially Indonesia horror film, there is a fine line between creative freedom and social responsibility. Perhaps in the future, movie creator will be more careful in choosing the depths and symbols they put on the big screen. But on other hand, we will have them at the innovation and discovery of Indonesian film. But whatever it is, Togut is still interesting movie to watch because Deep City, its controversy, it's managed to create a psychological tension that makes the audience wonder: is that they see just a delusion, or is there something deeper about belief and fear? Okay, come to Adit
Okay,
to
this is the
present it.
movie. It's Area 51.
Okay,
Wow. Okay, let's get right
interesting.
into the movie about Area 51 that
Yeah.
has been the subject of discussion of years.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone know that Area 51 has always been a center of the conspiracy theories from UFO to alien that the US government is said to be hiding. Well, movies take up this them often make this explosion grow even more.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Do these movies strengthen conspiracy theories or make people more skeptical about everything related to Area 51?
Yes, I think movie like that really have a big difference. Maybe the done the carbon's evidence, but they touch people emotion. Movie that have aliens or that show the complement of alien technology is like giving the idea that the US government does one wants to know something big that makes people more cross right. Especially if the movie is successful and has a lot of followers.
Okay, is that right? Sometimes we don't realize that the movie is actually opener for people who didn't think about Area 51 to think about it. Like, for example, Area 51, the Phoenix Light, which have the themes, in my opinion, this movie like to building an atmosphere to make us think maybe something is being hidden from US, and that without releasing it bring out new speculation. Some have even come to believe that there is alien technology being hidden, or perhaps extraterrestrial,
Yeah.
yeah, being experimented on, yeah, right.
Well, that's the isn't it? Some say this movie are not only entertaining but also a medium to spread conspiracy theories. For example, the movie The Fourth Kind is about alien abduction,
Mhm.
or Independence Day involved aliens trying to invade Earth.
Yeah.
They make people feel like this isn't just fiction; it could be really happen. So the question is, what about the impact on people feel about the government of science? After all, movies like that make many people distrust scientific explanation,
Mhm.
or even think that the government is deliberately covering up something.
Hmm. Yes, especially when it comes to movie like Area
51.
51, which is more direct still about the existence of aliens at the best of the movie like that really exposes the conspiracy set and fit mystery which makes people who might not care at we become interested and start to believe that there is something to hide that can make people more disposed on all three, especially the
Government.
government.
Okay, that's right. Especially when we talk about the psychological effect, movie like that create exercise, fear, and anxiety. Okay, easier for people to get caught up in paranoid thinking. Oh, government must be hiding evidence the UFO, right? Okay, or as I read, there are people who believe that alien technology could have been found hidden in Area 51. If it's spread throughout movie, more people will believe it's right. Yeah, kan, Alif?
That's true, but on the other hand, there are also those who feel this movie like actually make them difficult. They say it's a fiction. Don't believe everything you see,
Hmm.
especially if we're talking about documentary films that are set to be based on fact. Yeah, yeah, but there's often no real evidence. So there are two sides to this. It can be means entertainment, but it can also be a means of my manipulation.
That is an in opinion. The problem is not just the movie,
Hmm.
but who people react to it.
Hmm.
If we are just switching it for entertainment, that's fine. But if we are really into believing in conspiracy, that's dangerous. One movie than otherwise, then why really am not right?
Hmm.
They can take element of fiction and mix them with facts that are necessarily true.
Okay, that's right. That's why it's important to have a strong filter when we watching movies. Okay, if you watch a movie about Area 51 or aliens, you have to be able to distinguish what is fiction and what is the fact. You don't want to believe is in conspiracy theory that are not clear. Movie are only a representation, not real evidence.
Yes, movies do are part of the imagination,
Yeah.
but they can also worsen perception if not handled wisely. But in your opinion, any movies that you find enlightening
Mm.
or that open your mind to see phenomena like Area 51 and more imagination?
Hmm. Maybe movies like the X-Files or content are more balanced.
Balance.
They don't just expose conspiracy, but also invite the audience to think socially about the possible of life in outer space
Okay.
and how scan can ensure that not just speculation or those that have no evidence.
Okay. Yes, I also agree with the context. That movie tells the story of the research for extreme still life with a more scientific and psychological approach. So it's not just about aliens, but about know how humans search for the meanings of life and whether we are alone in this universe. I think it's more profound and teaches us to think more openly.
Well, it's that. So, when a movie about Area 51 can spark a lot of discussion,
Mhm.
you should be able to solve it out and not get caught up in the unfounded beliefs.
Okay.
Movie can be entertainment, but they should still be based on knowledge and critical thinking.
Kita mulai.
Mulai.
Yuk. Yuk, satu, dua, tiga. Okay, before we close, I want to ask, do you think movies like this should appear more often on the big screen, or should we more careful in raising controversial themes?
Yeah.
Actually, movies like this are important to appear,
Hmm.
but with a more mature approach. We need movies that dare to take on big and sensitive themes, but also have to be with in their packaging.
Yeah.
Yes, the skin of movie can be a spec for reflection, but the movie must be able to touch the audience in a wiser way,
Hmm.
so as not to get caught up in mere controversy.
Well, I've heard that response from the statement between the two people.
Yeah.
Surely the reviewers are already good at processing wisely or chat. Okay, see you next time and thank you for your time. See you in another episode and adios. Okay, mari.